Hi there, everyone. This is Mark Bromley, the artist and author of the Yoranthium book series. Here's another piece of work that I created when me and my son were interested in playing some games together. And I had this game from high school a long time ago called Battletech. And anyways, I created this drawing and a few mechs, and I was teaching my son George how to make some of these drawings as well. And this one is called Kitsune Talon. It's a quad walker mech. It can fly, has jump jets. That's why it has the small little wings. I don't think it's really actually aerodynamical, but that's okay. The little cockpit is over there in the head. That looks like a little fox right there. Hence the word kitsune, which means fox in Japanese. Talon, the claws on its feet, are for grasping mechs and tearing them apart with laser beams and things like that. Now, this is actually art within art. The space scene is part of the art, one of the arts that I created, with a couple planets, a little sun out there, and then there's it's supposed to depict the location of this somewhere in the galaxy on some planet. And then on the Kitsune Talon, the mech itself, you can see the little Hammer Slammer logo, the Kurita logo, created by FASA. And I incorporated it into this art because it was just an illustration, just to create the imagery that we were looking for and stuff like that at the time. So I was trying to motivate him into arts through understanding robotics and things like that. And yeah, he actually has quite a talent because he did draw a couple of his own little robots as well as the time, and I kept those things on my little desk for a while and stuff like that. And yeah, we got a little bit more of this kind of work too, and I posted it around before. And this is early digital works of mine that I was creating. And usually I did it through a method of I'd sketch the item first, and then I'd scan it into the computer, and then I'd colorize it. And that's the method that I usually use. So yeah, none of this is AI. A lot of people try to say that. It's like, are you getting this from AI stuff? Because it looks like other stuff. And it's like, no, there's no AI. It's just all hand drawn, all created by me. It's none of that AI stuff. It's actually my artwork, my hand-eye coordination, and drawing something on a piece of paper and then digitalizing it, turning it into digital art by like turning the digital colors into a paintbrush. And that's basically what I'm doing with it. And it was good for a while and stuff like that. But like I said, my family faced terrible persecution here in the United States. Here in Northland, Colorado, it is the North Korea of the United States of America. I mean, the Democrats here, they falsely accuse people of committing crimes all the time, and they punish people based off of their kangaroo courts, based off of no violation having been done, no crime having been committed, but just because they're a bunch of Karen meme tropes and they said so. And that's basically the politics of this North Korea in Northland, Colorado that I face every single day. I get it from Adams County. For over 50 years, they would never accept my artwork. They'd never give me the funding I needed to actually pursue a more loftier goal or bigger project or something that was much more, uh, well, something that was actually paid for. All of this artwork I have to do within a limited time, about an hour. This is what I get to do in an hour. All right, this is my limits. That's where I'm limited. I'm limited and restricted to producing art in an hour. Now, really good art takes a lot more than an hour. And some of the stuff that Adams County has been funding through the arts, Northland's been funding through the arts, is just straight up garbage. And these artists that they're paying, they're only paying them for that because they're getting that taxpayer money, that taxpayer base for the arts, into the Democrat Party. And somehow it funnels its way into the pockets of George Soros, a Hungarian, who can sit there and dictate how that money is paid out to political entities here in the United States. Basically, it's foreign dictators like Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum, taking control of all the politicians in the United States by taking our tax money and putting it in their pockets. And that's what they do here in Colorado, the Democrats. Here in North Korea, Colorado, which you guys like to call Northland. It's just an American version of North Korea, but it's North Korea. Make no mistake about that. And and these were the last things that me and my son, when I had him over at Northmore Elementary School here, got to do before the Democrats started really coming after my family to destroy us because of political nemesis over 140 years. Politics creates a lot of grudges because, you know, there's a lot of connections to the U.S. Civil War and why Emmett Ayers Bromley became the founder of Adams County in the early 1900s. Because, you know, the Civil War happened around the 1850s. So that was like 50 years later that Adams County, Arapahoe County, Denver is being formed. And this is after uh, the wars with the Comanche, the Apache, and yeah, those were bloody wars. Those were deadly, bloody wars that took place. And it was not because of the settlers. It was the other way around. It was the opposite direction. The scalping was not invented by the settlers. The scalping was actually invented by the Apaches and the Comanches. Even the more peaceful Indian tribes in the area, they will tell you the truth that they feared the Apache. And the only thing the Apache feared was the Comanche. That's how terrible it was back then. And the fact that the Democrats want to lie about that and still push around their white privilege and oppress me and my family, my mixed racial family, is pretty absurd. And this is one of the last few artworks I got to do while my family was intact. And it's actually pretty good because me and my son were actually having fun with this. We were learning maths and mechanics, and that's what was actually coming out of the game because there's a lot of math in this game. And that's what was coming out of it. And we had fun until until the Democrats just messed everything up again. And that's why I keep asking you to support me, help me out, give me the resources so I can get rid of these assholes in our politics and try to get a happier life for other people so they don't have to experience the North Korea of the United States here in Northland, Colorado anymore. Anyways, thanks for looking, and go to my website, get my book, contact me through Gmail if you want some artwork, if you want some more work from me, if you want to help me out, because you guys know what it is. George Floyd was killed over $100 that was questioned as counterfeit. Was it counterfeit? We don't know. That was never really actually totally resolved, I guess. But nonetheless, he could have been anybody because he was actually a victim of poverty, not because of race. That was the lie that the Democrats wanted to sell. He was killed because he was poor. And a lot of people get that. I have situations just like that that almost happened to me and almost got me shot by police officers more than once in the United States. And that's why I say I'm the George Floyd of Northland. Oh, North Korea, which they call Northland here in the United States, because that's the oppression that me and my family faced. Anyways, thank you very much. You have a nice day.